That's a creature, that is.
Batmite.
How is this real?
It's like fucking Stewie Griffin. Hey guys! Today we are reacting 15 worst comic book supervillains ever. We got Harry, Vic, and Ethan. You guys,
Where did that enthusiasm go, JJ?
You guys,
You started so well.
You guys got any supervillains you dislike?
No, not really. No.
I didn't like the guy in Spider-Man with all the fucking arms coming out of his back.
Dr. Ock. Dr. Ock.
Yeah,
Octavius.
him.
Was it Octavius or something?
Yeah, well, he's back. He's back in the new trailer.
Let's run it. Come on, boys.
From villains that can melt into confectionery to vigilantes whose only crime is that they're obese, we count 15 horribly awful comic book villains ever to find their way onto printed pages.
Number 15.
Cod Piece. This supervillain's powers come from a
Mate, he's got a strap on his. JJ, you would have a cannon there. You would have a cannon there if you could. Let's go.
I don't think I would want to shoot from there. What if it malfunctioned?
Backfired.
Cod Piece. This supervillain's powers come from a misunderstanding he had with a girl. She calls him short, which he immediately assumes is a reference to his tiny wang. So naturally, he goes out and builds a giant pair of rocket cannon underpants with a spring-loaded boxing glove and a huge drill. He was inevitably defeated by the transsexual superhero Coagula, and if that doesn't scream social justice, then I have absolutely no idea what does.
Transsexual superhero.
Oh no! What are you guys doing? You can't say that. It's a slur.
This is amazing.
It's a slur. In 2021, it's a slur. It's trans or transgender,
slur, brother.
It's transgender.
No, transsexual's fine.
Ah!
Transsexual's fine.
Ah, my ears! No, it's not. It's only transgender, trans or transgender.
Alright.
I'm learning. I've been educated. I'm educating you now, Harry.
I think he is right. Okay. But anyway, in terms of like creative superhero villains, I think that's good. I don't think they're worst at all.
I want to know how many comic book creators were high when they make stuff.
Yes.
Right. I'm googling.
I know. I looked.
Is transsexual a slur? It's not a slur.
Oh,
it's
my
not
ears.
a slur.
Stop saying it.
It is not a slur.
It is.
Well, you know what? We'll keep this in the video, and if I get cancelled, then you're right. I've said it now. It's done. It's done. If I'm getting cancelled, I'm getting
claims
cancelled.
to have all the mighty strength of a walrus. Unfortunately, though, since those animals are typically slower and weaker than a human, he's saying he's not that great. Likewise, instead of breaking into banks or taking over the world, Walrus likes to attack inanimate objects like walls and lampposts. In one comic issue, Spider-Man flicks Walrus with his index finger once, and it knocks him unconscious.
What?
13.
Asbestos Lady.
Wow.
This is a criminal that dons fireproof clothing lined with asbestos to ward off fires. She'll carry around a flamethrower.
She's dead now.
Asbestos lady.
She's dead in the ditch somewhere. My God.
Asbestos lady.
Tell her, man. She's got
To ward off fires. She'll carry around a flamethrower and light everything ablaze, then walk out unharmed. Well, as unharmed as you might be wearing a suit lined with asbestos. She actually constructed asbestos bullets to attack her longtime adversary, the Human Torch. But in the 90s, she contracted cancer because asbestos. Ice cream. So, you know those times when you're writing a comic book, you need a superpower, so you look around the kitchen and you realize, gee, I wonder what it would be like to turn into an ice cream. Well, meet Ice Cream, the man who can melt his body down into an ice cream substance to slip under doors and feed small children.
Okay.
This might be my. I didn't have high hopes for this, and this might be my favourite Sidemen react ever.
So let's say he melts and he's in the playground with a bunch of kids.
Whoa!
What God? And he's getting licked out by kids.
Whoa!
What? He's ice cream, brother.
Whoa!
Kids love ice cream.
Whoa!
Oh no, you didn't have to say that.
You've ruined it.
You made ice cream weird now.
Slip under doors and feed small children. Unbelievably, his saga only lasted one comic. How could that happen?
Number 11.
Sports Master, a man named Lawrence Kroc who uses sport-themed weapons like exploding baseballs, flying bases, rocket baseball bats, knockout basketballs, lacrosse snare nets, and exploding hockey pucks. He also wears sports clothes because apparently his obsession with sports wasn't already obvious. This is his power. This is what he does. That's like me throwing an exploding modem because I work on the internet.
Number 10.
Jin Genie.
I like Sportsman. I felt like he got done bad there. I like
Sportsman. If Mini Mentor was a
Yeah,
superhero,
yeah,
Yeah, you know, that was my first thought. That was my first thought. Simon would be Sportsman.
Well, I feel like there'd be like a few sports that'd be a bit shit.
Yeah, but
You know, like squash.
No, because you just like hit grenades with a squash.
Don't
racket
knock
or something.
squash. Squash is a
Okay.
top tier game. I don't want to hear any slander on squash.
Alright, what about crockpot?
Say what?
yeah, shot put.
Oh,
Yeah, you shot put a bomb.
No, not crockpot.
Bro,
shot
that's a
put.
bomb.
Yeah, but it's
Bro,
like
man said cockpit. Man said cockpit.
no, but you can't really. Yeah, sorry, but you can't really throw a shot put that far.
No, but
You can if you're a
it'd be like a
superhero.
bomb. It'd be like a big
If you're a
bomb as well.
superhero as well, you can send it
Yeah.
anywhere.
Alright, what about that sport where they hit it with a feather?
What's happening now?
What
No,
sport?
what's that sport where they hit it and it's like a feather?
Talking about badminton.
Oh yeah, badminton. What about
Yeah,
that?
no, that big feathery sport. Yeah, no, you're quality.
Badminton bangs as well. You, hey, whoa.
No,
Don't come
what
for the
you-
racket sports. What's an actual stinky sport? Let me have a think. Croquet's not great.
But again, you could have a rocket-powered croquet mallet that sends weaponizes the ball. Like, you
Cricket
could-
is shit. Cricket's shit.
Table tennis ain't that vicious.
I don't know what we're doing. We've gone so far. Right. Okay. next.
Hero that's so crappy, she's basically a villain anyway. Jin was a member of X-Force with the ability to generate seismic waves at her enemies, which sounds fine in itself, except she needed to be totally hammered to do so. In fact, her waves would be precisely equal to her blood alcohol
Oh, come
level.
on. Oh, I can
And
back
since
this.
she was an alcoholic anyway, she gets so drunk that she couldn't control her waves and instead hurt or kill her teammates.
Number 9.
Mr.
Sounds sick.
An interdimensional imp, enemy to Superman, with a bizarre weakness that, even so, isn't as much a weakness, but more of a
Oh my
dumb
God.
thing. The only thing that can banish this guy from our dimension is to make him say or write his own name backwards. The problem is though, his name is already a mess that saying it backwards is just as hard. So it's not a weakness, it's just a bizarre thing that tends to not happen yet works somehow.
Number 8.
Batmite, another interdimensional imp, but more of an annoyance than true enemy to Batman. He comes from a
Fuck
fifth
me.
dimension, too difficult to
That
understand
is
for
that's a creature, that is.
Batmite.
How is this real?
It's like fucking Stewie Griffin.
He tends to show up and idolize Batman, only disappearing when Batman tells him off, to which he cries as popularized by the animated series, I just want to help.
Number 7.
Calendar Man. This guy's a villain that only commits crimes.
Calendar, man.
Nah, they're really running out of ideas.
This guy's a villain that only commits crimes
go.
on a given date, mainly holidays when it's more lucrative or simpler. The only issue is, when you know the date someone is planning a crime, wouldn't you arrest him before that day and keep him there? Criminal intention, maybe. Likewise, his costume is entirely composed of dates. So he is carrying around the time and dates of his every crime. So all you have to do is catch him, and the evidence is pinned all over his body. And his costume is bright red. He could not be more obvious in a crowd.
Jesus.
He might actually
It's a
be
kinda
the
cool
worst
costume, I won't
supervillain
lie.
of all.
How is he attacking or hurting people?
Just being a horrible
Don't
prick,
deep
I
it.
think.
Don't deep it.
He's just
He's
being
a
a horrible
superhero.
prick,
Supervillain.
yeah.
He can do what he likes.
Pink Pearl. You want to know what her superpower
Fucking
is?
no.
She's
Thick.
fat.
My
She is
God.
evil because she is fat. Okay,
What?
that's it. She opens a male strip club, and now she's known as a master of evil. So take
What's
heed,
that?
ladies
The
and
bird off
gentlemen.
Towie,
If you
Gemma.
get
What's her
fat,
name?
you're going to be labelled
Gemma
a dangerous
Boy.
criminal.
Gemma Collins? Oh my God, Ethan. There's no
sorry,
need for
it was
that.
an edgy
One of
joke.
the supervillains.
That's a violation.
Just
an
because
edgy
she's
joke.
big. Jesus.
I didn't realise I was in the room.
Well,
with
I'm sorry.
fucking
It's
snowflakes.
2021. You have to
Jesus
watch what you
Christ.
say these days.
Condiment
Oh, my.
King, a recurring villain on Batman who wields condiment cannons to spray food toppings on superheroes, mainly
That's what I
mustard
saw.
and some ketchup. He's generally known for his Mr. Freeze-like cringeworthy condiment puns like, I knew you'd catch up with me sooner or later,
Oh my God.
and let's see if you can cut the mustard. Wildly popular character,
I rate him a
surprised he
little
didn't
bit.
get his
I
own
rate him, I
feature
rate him,
film
yeah.
slash
He's
cooking
not the worst.
documentary.
Number 4.
Ruby Thursday, a scientist who develops a high-tech organic computer, but instead of selling it or monetizing it in any way, no, she carves up her own head and plants it smack bang atop her neck. Now the red ball she calls her face can alter its shape so she can form tentacles, fire projectiles, and blasts of pure force. And as a bonus, if the sphere is removed from the body, she can still control it. Now this is just me, but I'd have just, left my head as it was and possibly used a tablet or something, because when I get a critical error, I wouldn't feel so great about it.
Fairly attractive, I won't lie.
Harry Wood.
For fuck's sake, what do you mean?
She is.
Well, mate, what? What?
What's there not to like?
She, bro. What do you mean she, bro?
What,
It's she, bro.
It's still a woman. Fam.
It's a whole mess, bro.
How do you know?
She looks like a fucking light bulb.
Well, she was a woman, and then she removed her head and put I don't know, like a little
Computer.
An orb.
It's an orb.
I don't know, mate.
Right, well, guys, we're lost. We're gonna get lost if we continue down this route. Let's just keep going.
Polka dot man.
fuck's sake.
So I feel mixed about this guy since the
my
idea
God.
is both good and horrendous. On one hand, Polka Dot Man is covered in a suit made from polka dots that, when removed, transform into much larger objects like a weapon or even a flying saucer. But on the downside, the man is covered in a suit made from polka dots. And that is how he commits crimes.
JJ, I'd have thought you'd have hated the whole Damien Hirst stuff because you don't
Yeah.
like the holes. You don't like the whole thing.
No, it's literally if I can't see what it's like in the hole, then it's.
And also, tryptophobia is a fear of irregular holes.
Yeah.
The abstract art's pretty regular circles.
Ah.
But thank you for bringing it up again, so that
My skin's crawling a little
my
bit.
Twitter is again.
Oh
fucked
no!
For another few
Oh,
weeks. Thank
no!
you,
I wouldn't.
Thank you, thank you, Harry.
Oh, mate, mine was worse. Someone said in the Sidemen Reacts, like, tweet Harry Buttons, and I just got tweet Buttons for fucking...
Well,
Nice.
I mean,
Well
tweet
done.
them some more buttons.
You've
There we
both
go.
done a
We both
fucking
fucked
great
up.
job here. You've both done a fantastic
That's
job.
crazy. In perspective, I'd take hay fever over both of those things. Like, I'd take hay fever over it. It upsets you to look at holes, bro. That's so sad.
Well, fuck you.
Right. Let's move on.
It's actually very sad, you know.
2.
Egg foo. You know how people like to draw little faces on eggs? Let's make one of those a supervillain. Sure, that sounds like a ridiculously acceptable idea. So they did. An egg foo is a Chinese communist house-sized egg with a twirly mustache that can whip or strangle people because why not?
So, okay, I'm gonna dissect this. Okay, egg foo, kung fu. It's an Asian egg. I mean,
Yeah, it's just an Asian stereotype.
I was
going
gonna
to
say
that's what it
it
is.
sounded like a nice dish. To be fair, if
Yeah.
I went somewhere and saw egg foo on the menu, I'd probably order it.
Why not? He also has egg relatives and a robot twin called
fuck
Dr.
that.
Yes.
Number 1.
Fisherman. Aquaman is known worldwide as a pretty unpopular, kind of a useless superhero. But what happens when you make an even lamer but evil version of him? Fisherman uses a high-pressure suit, a fishing rod, and several lures. Yes, he's just an ordinary fisherman that happens to commit crimes. In one story, it's revealed he's actually an alien parasite that grafts itself onto an individual's head,
What?
because otherwise
I thought you
nobody
looked
would
sick.
care about his existence.
What the
Does
fuck?
this count?
We needed him at Sidemen fishing, bro.
Jesus Christ,
We needed him on our boat. Our boat was fucking...
fucking fish
yeah.
out Kendall Jenner.
Right.
Am I right, boys?
Yeah, bye.
I don't know what this has been.
Right,
This might be the weirdest.
Wait,
Sidemen
no,
reaction
wait.
I've ever
I
had to
haven't
play.
made it sexual. He needs to
You have.
fish out
You
a
have.
clitoris.
La 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 la.
Right.
See you
Anyway,
next time.
leave a like, subscribe. See you next time.
You